Hello, this is Brian again. Today's a warmer than average, but gloriously beautiful and bright Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. And I'm in the Santa Ana Mountains of Orange County, California. I'm near one of the places I come to all the time, and it's just over there. It's Blue Jay Campground. I'm on Long Canyon Road right now, just downslope from it. And the San Juan Trailhead is just over there, yonder. So, just found a little miniature turnout. Just coming out here to appreciate the beauty and the views. The views are insanely fantastic out here. Beautiful, beautiful views up here. I'd say we're about 3,300 feet above sea level. Not super high. High enough to get some views though. And I just smell the white sage in the air right now, and it's intoxicating. Looking down there is the Los Pinos Conservation Camp. And then you can see a lot of buildings and facilities there. I think that's for, I want to say it's for juveniles, I guess. For juveniles who are in trouble, but I'm not sure. Not really 100% what the conservation camps are all about, but I think that's what they might be. And then the El Carrizo Hotshots, the fire crew, just over there. So I'm over here looking at this stupendous view. I can see way out, right here in this notch, I can see Catalina Island, way out there. And then, much closer at hand, are two peaks I did a few years ago. That's Old Sugarloaf at 3,326, and that is Sugarloaf Peak at 3,227. It's a pretty decently long hike. It's roughly between 10 and 13 miles. I don't know the exact mileage. And it's a gorgeous hike, and you'll find some plants that you normally wouldn't find in most parts of these mountains. The one plant I was able to find was Southern California Storax redivivis, which is just populations before you get to the Sugarloaf. So Sugarloaf there, it's a very steep use trail branching off from the San Juan Trail. It's very steep and it's very long. It's a long trudge up that slope, but when you get to the top, the worst is class 2. To get up to the top of Sugarloaf is a very short use trail. However, at the very top of Sugarloaf, there's a class 3, class 4 rock up there. So when I got up to Sugarloaf, the pointy one, I got up to that one, I omitted the class 3, class 4 boulder climb. And there's a little trail right here as well. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go follow this one for a little bit. I'm going to go follow this for a little bit and see. This has some interesting stuff down there. I don't know, those might be some cypress trees. Let me see. I really don't have my hiking shoes on. I have them in the car. So, I don't think I've ever followed this little trail right here. I just want to see. This will most likely be a 2-part video because of my limited battery power. So I'm probably going to have to divide this into a multi-part video set, just because I don't really have any good editing software, and at least thankfully I have a few batteries in my pocket that I can use. Probably just keep walking until it cuts out. So if it cuts out, I apologize in advance. This area was not really scarred by the fire from 2018, the Holy Fire. Did a video about 15 minutes ago further up along the paved portion of North Main Divide, and there were some areas that were really badly burnt, but have resprouted very well from the chaparral. Just curious what's over there on this trail. I'm not going to make a big mountain climb today, but I do want to see. I see some coniferous trees further down, and I want to see what they are. They look like they might be Arizona Cypress. Like, it's gorgeous over here. Beautiful, absolutely stunning over here. A lot of white sage. This area is one of the epicenters. This is the area where I've seen the densest white sage population. Here and other portions nearby along Long Canyon Road, just tons and tons and tons of white sage. Absolutely amazing. So we come here, expect a very fragrant experience. We'll also get some other stuff like California sagebrush and black sage, but white sage seems to be the most common fragrant plant around here. Looks like they made a firebreak out of this. Yeah, this area was not really burnt, but it looks like they made a firebreak, and that's why there's a trail here in the middle. So everything here looks like it's trimmed back. It's like about a 15-foot wide firebreak. One thing, today is very warm. It's December, and it's uncharacteristically warm, as 90% of this autumn has been. This is they call meteorological winter. They call it meteorological winter. But December 1st through February 28th or 29th. Yeah, I think I see some cypress trees up ahead. I'm kind of glad to got this little use trail here. Nice little trail, actually. I don't know exactly where this is going to lead, but I imagine it'll probably end up in some random area. A lot of these trails tend to do that. Yeah, I think I see some cypress trees up ahead. Will they be near the trail? This might actually lead back towards the conservation camp. That's what I'm guessing. And I see I'm getting pretty close to it, actually. Might be reaching the outskirts of the camp, which I'm not going to go into it because it's private property, obviously. But just wanted to see, yeah, got some cypress trees over here. Looks like Arizona Cypress. Too light colored to be Tecate cypress. Oh, I even see an incense cedar. What the heck? There's even a young incense cedar over here. Yeah, there's a little mini grove of, yeah, definitely Arizona cypress. I could tell by the shreddy bark. Definitely Arizona cypress. Yeah, there's a small incense cedar over here. A little Calisandrus decurrens. Nice. It's a cool little surprise. Yeah, a couple little cypress trees over here. Oh, this is a nice little nook. It's cool what you'll find if you poke around a little from the disturbance. Looks like these cypress trees are naturalizing. Here we are, Hesperocyparis arizonica, Arizona Cypress. Beautiful. This is lit. Now, these trees are very commonly planted a lot of times for reforestation because the fires come a-roaring, the trees come a-germinating. Trees require fire. Well, actually, they don't really require fire. I've been able to germinate Arizona Cypress by soaking the seeds in water for a couple days and then stratifying for about 2 months, and then I had most of them sprout. So Arizona Cypress really is not that hard to germinate. It might be hard to get the cones open, but Usually what you can do is you can probably open the cones in the warmth of your house. So yeah, Hesperocyparis arizonica. These little yellow things, those are the male pollen cones. And these, obviously, whoops, are the seed cones. I've always been fascinated by cypress trees and the cypress family. I always thought the cypress family had some of the neatest trees. And I still think so today, even though I think every tree is the neatest tree. You watch my videos, you think, oh, he says that about every tree. Well, that's how I feel, and I don't care. Just love these trees. I think they're fascinating, and they're beautiful. And they also lend a spicy aroma to the air, because these trees are very aromatic. Kind of have that cedary, resinous aroma. Beautiful. So yeah, the conservation camp is just down there, and then the Hot Shots camp is right next door. But it was cool. I found a cute little cypress grove down here, which is kind of neat, because you see these trees planted periodically here in the Santa Ana Mountains, and of our other larger mountain ranges too. The San Gabriels, the San Bernardinos, and they seem to do very well. They love the climate, and they do very well, apparently. And when fires come, their seeds germinate because their seed cones open more readily with fire. I don't think they fully require fire, but they tend to open up more after fire. They're beautiful Arizona cypress trees. And the interesting thing about Arizona cypress is depending on the taxonomy, depending on which taxonomy you agree with, you can either call Arizona cypress a native or a not native tree to California, because there have been several of our species of cypress, well, at least a few of them, have been listed as subspecies or varieties of Arizona cypress. For instance, you saw my video on Paiute cypress near Lake Isabella. That one was, that one used to be a subspecies or variety of Arizona cypress. It used to be listed as Hesperocyparis or cupressus. Again, Hesperocyparis or cupressus are used interchangeably. I use Hesperocyparis for New World cypresses. Hesperocyparis arizonica, subspecies or variety nevadensis. Then in San Diego County you got the Cuyamaca cypress, which used to be Hesperocyparis nevadensis. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I got it all twisted. The Paiute cypress, Hesperocyparis nevadensis, used to be Hesperocyparis arizonica, subspecies nevadensis. And the Cuyamaca cypress, concentrated on the southwestern slopes of Cuyamaca in San Diego County, used to be Hesperocyparis arizonica, variety or subspecies Stevensonii, or just Hesperocyparis arizonica. Used to be the common name, or the botanical name for it. Nowadays, it's Hesperocyparis stevensonii, the Cuyamaca cypress, and Hesperocyparis nevadensis for the Paiute cypress. But a lot of them still refer to them as varieties or subspecies of Arizona cypress. So, depending on whose sources you believe in, this could either be a native or a non-native. And the trees are extremely closely related. Obviously, closely enough to be considered as varieties or subspecies of Arizona cypress. So this is one of those trees where it's either native or it's not native, depending on what taxonomical nomenclature that you believe. There they are. These trees usually don't get very large, usually maybe up to about 40 feet. But there have been specimens, I believe, in Arizona that have been known to reach over 100 feet tall. So sometimes these trees will surprise you in their size. One thing is always true, though. Very interesting trees with a very confused taxonomical classification in the beautiful cypress family. So yeah, Glad I took this little trail. Really nice little area. And we've got our beautiful little scrub oaks. And this one's actually got lobed leaves. Look at that. Every now and then you'll find a scrub oak with lobed leaves, and this is one of them. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Scrub oaks usually have kind of toothed edges that sometimes are a little wavy. But this one legit has lobes on it. Like your stereotypical oaks, only much smaller. That's really cool. Every once in a while I'll come across a scrub oak that has a lot of lobed leaves on it. That is really neat. That was really cool. Again, if you've watched some of my other videos where I'm in the chaparral talking about Quercus birbirdifolia or Quercus acutidens, right now I don't have the equipment necessary to look at the hairs under the leaves to determine which is which. That's why I haven't done a spotlight on those yet. If I ever get the equipment that gives me the opportunity to determine the species, then I will do a spotlight on those. But I don't want to just say, oh, this is Quercus birbirdifolia and da-da-da-da-da-da and yak for about 15 minutes about it. Come to find it was Quercus acutidens, or vice versa. But I'm going to leave it on this note here. I got to go back up that to my car. It's nice to see these little cypress trees here. So I know I got to rambling about Arizona Cypress. Oh, wait a minute. I really cut it off. There's another incense cedar behind here. Look at that. There's another one. I think they're naturalizing around here. Oh man, that's such a clean smell. And incense cedars are related to Arizona Cypress. They're in the cypress family. So, here's my car at the center up there. I guess I'll start heading back, and I'll see you on the next adventure video very soon. Thanks for watching.